Now that we know the use of some level switches, let's wire them. Let's first look at the bindicator. There are 6 bolts holding the faceplate onto the body. Take these off in order to reveal a small motor and some normally open and normally closed terminals. We wire 120 volt AC in order to power the bindicator. We then jumper the 120 volt hot to the common terminal on one of the poles we want to use. Notice only one circuit is used in this process, as we don't need to use both. We wire our signal line using the normally closed terminal to the PLC. When the bindicator is spinning, it does not detect product. When the product level increases, it disrupts the paddle on the bindicator. Once the bindicator is stopped, it forces the switch to activate, breaking the normally closed signal. The next sensor is the Drexel brook. There is a small screw holding the head on. Once the screw is removed, you can simply twist the head until it comes off. Once open, we see many terminals inside the device. The terminals L1 and L2 are used for 120 volt hot and neutral lines. The ground terminal is used for the ground. There are 2 circuits that can be controlled on this device, just like a bindicator. Remember to jumper your 120 volt hot line to the common terminal of the circuit you want to use. We only will use one circuit, just like the bindicator as well. The normally closed terminal is used to send a signal to the PLC. Once the level sensor is stopped, it forces the switch to activate, breaking the normally closed signal. The last switch we will be looking at is the airflow switch. This switch must be in the correct orientation to work. It is very sensitive and can only work when hanging vertically. There is also an arrow that indicates the direction the air should be flowing. There are 3 wires coming from the device. The black wire is the common, the blue is the normally open, and the red is normally closed. As with the other devices, we use the normally closed terminal. In summary, it is important to remember that all of these switches are controlled by a normally closed terminal. More often than not, we don't use both poles on the switches as well. Also remember, we commonly jumper the 120 volt hot to the common on the circuit we want to use.